In this video, we're going to discuss what a record type does. Record types allow an administrator to configure different page layouts, business processes, and pick list values depending on a user's profile. A business process determines which pick lists are selectable for certain fields, namely lead status, opportunity stage, and case and solution status. A record type can detract selectable pick list values that would normally be displayed to the user. This includes those pick list fields determined by business processes, as the record type determines which business process is selected. The user's profile determines which record type a user can select, and the combination of the user's profile and the record type of the record itself determines which page layout the user is assigned. Let's look at an example. Let's say we have two sales divisions. In this company, the product team are essentially order takers, so their sales process is much less involved. They also sell products, whereas the service sales team does not sell an itemized contract. Additionally, each department has unique values for opportunity type. The product team will want the products related list and quantity field on their page layout, while the services team will not. To create a different set of opportunity stages for each department, a sales process will need to be defined for each. Record type will then determine which sales process is used. Finally, record type can be used to detract pick list values displayed for each team. Now, when records are created and no record type exists on the object, they are not assigned a record type. For instance, I create an opportunity record, then I add record types. Even if I assign record types to all profiles, the existing records will not have an assigned record type. Record types without an assigned record type are treated as the master record type. The master record type includes all pick list values, including those that are normally defined by a business process. Pick list influence works on a detraction basis. That is, business processes, record types, and controlling fields detract selectable pick list values from fields. In order to have a type field with two selectable values for each record type, you would first need to add all four values. Record types are then used to detract the unused value from each record type. Okay, so I've configured the opportunity record types in Salesforce, and let's take a look at the product sales opportunity type. Now you'll notice here that I've set the sales process, which we can see here, and remove several of the opportunity stages from this process. And I've also set the type field. I left several of the standard type values in place and simply removed all of the ones that I wasn't using. And normally I would remove those values, but I want to show what the master record type looks like with those values included. So I'll cancel out here. You can see the same for service sales sales process, as well as the type field. And let's look at page layout assignment. You can see here that each record type has a page layout assignment per profile, and the master record type has its own page layout assignment as well. Let's go over and create a new opportunity. And I've assigned the system administrator profile two different opportunity record types. What that means is that when a user goes to create a record, they will have to choose this record type before actually getting to the page layout itself. So I enter my details about this record. And you can see here the limited list of stages. And again, the limited list of type entries. And there we have it. Now I'm going to go and view an opportunity that was created before the record types were added. And you can see here that I've added the record type field to the page, which allows users to easily change the record type. The user can only change to a record type that they are assigned on their profile. So here we are on the master record type. And you can see here that all of the type values are selectable, as well as all of the stages. Back to my original record, you can see here I'm on product sales. I have the products related list. If I change this record type to service sales, and save this record, the products related list is gone. Two things to note before we wrap up. One is that record types do not influence record level security. So if I can view or edit the record, I will be able to view or edit the record regardless of what record type it is and regardless of what record types I am assigned on my profile. So that's important to note. If you want record types to influence security, use a criteria-based sharing rule. So you can set up field, opportunity record type, enter the corresponding record type, and then share access that way. But by default, record type on its own has no impact on record security. Users have the ability to set default record type selection. So I've gone in and I've set the option to have the default opportunity record type selected for me automatically. And any user can do this. You don't need to be a system administrator. Whereas I was asked before when I created a record what record type I wanted, that bypasses it and selects the default record type for my profile. Now the user can't set which record type they want. It's automatically set to the default for their profile, but they do have the option to override the record type selection process. There's no easy way to really control that from a system administrator point of view. That has to be manually selected by the user. So let's recap. Record types can be used to track selectable pick list values. A user's profile determines which record types they can select. The page layout that a user sees is determined by the user's profile and the record's record type.